Hi, is this Andy?
Yes, it is. How you doing tonight?
Good. How are you doing, Andy?
Doing all right.
So, I had a couple questions.
Okay.
So one of my first questions is, did you hear when Candace said that she wanted to tell what happened when she was really drunk one night?
No, sir. I've not immersed myself into the videos and all the videos that's been made over the past 14, 16 months. I've not seen all that.
Do you think that Dawn knows?
I'm pretty sure probably anybody on that hill that was there that day knows. The boys, the grandma, the mom, the dad. I'd say the whole clan right there knows, but at least the majority of them, at least.
And did you see either one of them that day?
I seen both of them after I got home that evening.
Oh, okay. So you saw them both that evening. Was that because everybody was searching?
Yes.
What were they doing when you saw them? Like, were they were they searching? What were they doing?
Talking to the law after mainly a few minutes. Yeah, I mean, when I seen Candace, she was either going in or out. When I seen Donnie, he'd come in shortly after I did. I don't remember if I was at my driveway or where I seen him, but yeah.
So were they at the top of the hill?
No, I was at the bottom of the hill when I seen Candace, and I'm pretty sure I was at the bottom of the hill somewhere when I seen Donnie.
And you never went up to the top?
I went up toward the top that day, yes.
Gotcha. What was their demeanor like? I mean, there's been reports that people were just sitting on the back of trucks and things like that. Is that true? Did you see any of that?
I didn't see nobody sitting on the back of trucks or nothing. There was people sitting in and out the holler on the back of trucks and stuff like that. But they was standing around up there kind of freaked out, talking to the law, talking to this person, talking to that person. And then I went back off the hill, so.
Did you see did Candace ever leave, like, in her car? Did you notice?
Like after the police got there, after everybody was looking?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Gotcha. Yeah, what a strange day that was. One of the big questions that I've always wondered is in the interview with Chris McDonough where Hunter says the name Andy. Is he referring to you?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's referring to me. There's like four different Andys involved in all this.
Oh, okay. That because I mean he literally says something with an A and then he says Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's but you don't know if he's mentioning you or not. You didn't see him that day?
No, I didn't see Hunter that day.
Have you met him before?
Who, Hunter? Yeah, I've met Hunter before.
Yeah, I think it's such a strange story how everything has come together and with almost no information whatsoever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's strange how it. I'd lived down there all my life, on and off, and nothing like this had ever happened. And my parents was raised down there, and nothing like this had ever happened that we can think of. So yeah,
What do you think? I mean, can I just ask you to speculate for a second? What do you think happened?
What I think happened? I really don't. I try not to think too much of what happened, but in an opinion, or it had to be. I don't know. I really don't know. I went through every kind of thought a man could have of what could have happened. I mean, it could have been an accident, then they panicked. It could have been on purpose.
Yeah. Do you think that they're the kind of people that would do that? I mean, I know that's reaching, but it doesn't seem like they like the law very much. Which, I mean, they get in trouble with the law in and out. Yeah. Do you think that an accident cover up? I mean, is that something that you personally think that they would do?
I mean, I honestly don't know them well enough to know what they're capable of. I just know they're capable of not taking care of their children to a certain extent, making them fight over food. Well, not making them, but allowing them to fight over food. Why would you tear a piece of a trailer down to make your house smaller when you're getting more kids?
Right. And so, but you don't think that she was abducted? That Summer was abducted?
Do I think she was abducted? Sorry. I mean, there's always that possibility. I mean, there really is. There's always that possibility. I don't know for fact.
Yeah, but just it's like an outside possibility, probably. I mean, because you said that you think that somebody on the hill knows, and I do too, which would indicate that that wouldn't be an abduction. Um, I mean, is it like is there any possible way, like, Don's been accused of selling or trying to sell his Don Jr. years back. Is that something that you could see him doing?
See, I didn't know nothing about none of that until after the fact. So, I mean, if he was capable of possibly trying to do it before, then why couldn't he be possibly capable of doing it now? So, I mean, I really don't know.
Was that anything? Did you ever hear any rumblings of that going on around Ben Hill Road or anything like that? Were there a lot of strange people that would visit, or
there was always strange people in and out over there, but not at my house. Nobody come visit me but my family, if them. I mean, I don't know. Pretty much in small communities like that, you respect your elders and you respect the children. You take care of them, because that's the beginning and the end.
Right.
They can't take care of themselves when they're real young like that, and they can't take care of themselves when they get old. So you respect your elders and you take care of the children.
So you not witnessed, but you knew that they weren't possibly taking care of the children properly.
I seen it. I seen the two older boys fighting over food one night.
Because they were hungry?
Well, why would you be fighting over food? Unless you was hungry, you just didn't have enough food.
Fight, I mean, it's like, oh, here's the last piece of cake. There's a difference between the last piece of cake and give me that, I'm hungry.
Well, if you got two kids on one bowl of chicken noodle soup, I mean, it's pretty much a fight over who can get the last noodle, or how fast you can suck that noodle down to where you can get the last noodle, or how much you can get in at one time,
Right. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty.
You sit in the lunchroom. You ever sit in a lunchroom and you see these kids?
Right. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty.
You sit in the lunchroom. You ever sit in a lunchroom and you see these kids sitting in the lunchroom and they're huddled over their plate and they're spooning their food in real quick, and then you get older and you get older and you get older and you're still in a public eating situation with people, and you see these people that sit down and they're just shoving the food in. They've either been in the military because they got to eat fast, or they've been starved to death as children, or early on somebody's tried to take their food. You see it in jail. You see it in. I pay attention to stuff like that, but yeah.
Do you think that Jody Sue heard the scream?
I always get asked that. I'm saying my kids said they heard the scream, so I don't understand. I would say, yeah, there was probably a scream.
You didn't hear a scream, though? You weren't home?
I didn't arrive home till after 6:30 or so, somewhere up in there.
By the time you got home, were the cops already on the hill?
No, I'm pretty sure they was coming in shortly after me.
Wow. Because so they say that she went missing just like a few minutes just before you got home, right?
I mean, evidently.
That's what so the 911 call was stamped at 6:34, and on the 911 call it said that Candace had went for a walk. Did you see Candace walking around that place a lot?
No, not really.
So I mean, do you think that was just a ruse? Like, that? I mean, she's saying that she went for a walk, and I'm just asking you these questions, just because you're closer to the situation. But
yeah,
when she said that he advised that the mother went for a walk, that Candace went for a walk, and I'm just asking you these questions, just because you're closer to the situation. But
yeah,
when she said that he advised that the mother went for a walk, that Candace would normally do.
I mean, I never really seen her out just on the evening walk.
Right.
You don't normally drink the better part of a bottle of R&R and go on the evening stroll to get some exercise,
Right, for sure. No, I understand that. So the cop. So was Don home when you got home?
I seen him come in after me.
Okay, so do you know if he got there before the cops?
I can't really remember. I mean, honestly, I've probably answered that at some point in time on one of the videos or somebody's panel. I'm pretty sure I came in, he came in shortly after me, and then the law showed up.
what's the opinion around town? I mean, I know you're not there anymore, but I mean, is there a favorite opinion of what had happened?
Pretty much the consensus is they had to have something to do with it. I mean, that's pretty much what I hear everybody say, that, you know.
Do you think Don's a career criminal?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, it'd be hard to put something past. So what about Candace? Who do you know better? Which one do you know better?
I don't know neither one of them. I had very little dealings with them, and then I wasn't friends with them, so I don't know them neither real well.
Did you ever have a confrontation with Don or anything over the years?
No, we pretty much kept our hill. They kept to their hill, but no.
Jody Sue one time had mentioned something about some trail cams. You know anything about those?
We had trail cams.
Fidgeting with trail cams?
We had trail cams there shortly around that time, yeah, but I don't know if they would be in anything on there. The only thing that might be on there is the dispute that the day I left between me and her.
Sorry. She claims that possibly that somebody tampered with them. And she assumes that it was Dawn. Is there any evidence, or do you have any knowledge of that whatsoever?
No, I mean, I don't know of anything being tampered with, messed with, but I didn't check the cameras. I didn't watch the cameras. I didn't look at the videos. She did all that.
Right. And so is, and I don't care about the dispute between the two of you or your past relationship. But
I didn't check the cameras. I didn't watch the cameras. I didn't look at the videos. She did all that.
Right. And so is, and I don't care about the dispute between the two of you or your past relationship. But when the information that she's talking about, Summer, how credible is it? I mean, is she to be believed, or is everything that she's saying false, or is it a mixture of both?
I don't know that I want to answer that. I mean, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that one.
I respect that, and I appreciate you taking my phone call as well.
Well, no problem. You have a great night. Hello.
Hey, Andy.
How you doing?
All right. How are you?
Doing all right.
I was going to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
About Summer. The night before, when you said you seen Summer before she went missing, where was she at? Was she at home? Did she act normal, or did she act sick?
I mean, she was at home. Yeah, she acted as normal as always.
Okay. Did you ever witness Dawn and Candace being mean to her, or hitting on her, or anything like that? Like, what would you have thought that maybe they would have hurt her on purpose? Like, did you ever see anything that made you suspicious of that?
No, I never did see him hit any of them. Usually you just from hill to hill hollering at them or screaming at them.
Yeah. Did it seem like Summer was their baby, like their favorite, or did she seem like she babied a lot? Like, they said she was a baby. Did it seem like she was? It's a tomboy.
Yeah, I mean, she was kind of tomboyish, but she was, she was the youngest. She was baby kind of, but yeah. I don't know about the favorite thing. Like I said, I wasn't over there enough to really know.
Okay. I just want to know, did you ever witness, did you ever have suspicions about Candace and the H-boy, the boy that was with Candace that day? I don't want to say his name.
Yeah. Once again, I keep going back to the comment that I didn't hang out around them enough to know, but they was always, I've always heard and seen younger guys going in and out off the hill and staying and hanging around and stuff like that. Yeah.
Did you ever take Candace as, and I know you're not, as a mean person, like a real, and Grandma as like a mean person?
Well, see, I never did talk to Grandma that much, but yeah, I mean, Candace kind of seemed like a ill ass, especially drinking and stuff. Hello?
Hi, it's me again. We just talked.
Did you forget something?
No, not really. I just didn't want to. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. But if the lines are open, I do have a couple. Yeah, we can ask a couple more questions if that's okay.
Yeah, we got one more calling in. Ask you a couple questions. That way we can get to everybody tonight.
Sure. So what do you think should happen to the people that are involved in this case that have, I mean, what is a punishment that fits the crime of this little girl going missing?
Punishment that fits the crime of the little girl missing. I don't know.
You know, say it's an accident cover up, you know, say hypothetically that she's deceased. Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry.
It sounded like something fell out of the tree out here, and I didn't know if it was a bear crawling around or a raccoon or a possum or.
Well, that's terrifying. One more question. Have you been interviewed by the police, TBI, or FBI?
Yes, all three.
How many times do you think total?
A few. I don't know, more than once.
By each agency or at the same time?
TBI showed up at my work and questioned me. I talked to TBI, FBI, and Hawkins County at my house 2 or 3 times over, 2 or 3 days after, Summer went missing.
Right.
So yeah, I spoke with
job on the investigation.
Now do what?
Do you think that they're doing an adequate job on the investigation?
No, not honestly. I mean, it looks like by this point in time they would have somebody charged for something.
What is that why you think? I mean, or are there specific incidents that you know of that you can't say?
Well, no, I'm just stating at some point in time, look like in a year to me, that somebody should have been.
Okay, look. So here's what happened. For starters, I was coming in here for a short, quick minute, and asbestos over there pops up in my shit with notifications from a channel I know I'm not. Great. I was like, what the fuck? Alright. I was like, well, he's just going over a panel. Man, is that asshole? Like, whatever. So I ignored it. I go on about my way. Then I'm sitting wondering, like, oh, dude, we might make it around to Ryan. I don't know. And I won't really say when I turn shit on. What look, I was like, what the fuck am I looking at, dude? It was like, holy shit. So then I call people immediately, right? And then I push over stuff to them. I was like, holy shit. Here are receipts. What the fuck? Here's, I don't know, anyway. I was coming live on my own, and then I found out that's going on. So I listened for just a second. I mean, literally. And as y'all can tell from my messaging bottle, word was passed to me, and word was sent back, and whatever. I refused to call it. But I did leave. Because tonight is bullshit. I caught a piece where rando gets up and gives him like a rundown of this bullshit narrative-driven garbage on what message in a bottle was. And it was like, it was so heartbreaking. Because tonight is bullshit. I caught a piece where rando gets up and gives him like a rundown of this bullshit narrative-driven garbage on what message in a bottle was. And it was like, it was so heartbreaking, the video. I was just trying to share a moment with a dude and explain to him. I mean, he can watch the damn thing if he wants to. I don't know. But I was like, what the fuck? You know, here's some random, once again, speaking for and giving a rundown for. Yeah, I know, Wicked. I'm very well aware it's fucking Sunday night. They've all got him coming on just to fucking push whatever agenda. I don't care anymore, man. I'm so tired of it. Just so tired of it. And I mean, all the lies right now, man. All the lies. For what? For what? The most fucking vulnerable around us to further the bullshit. Like, I mean, you can't say. That's the thing, man. Like, even after all this, like, you know somebody's a risk to you. You know what risk they present, right? But you're still trying, you're thinking, okay, I'm watching them sit here and they're sitting around people you know have harmed their children in real time. And they've helped them for a full year behind the scenes, so they can't be that oblivious. But then you think, nah, maybe they can. You know? Because he still doesn't know who Green Eyes is. Doesn't know that they've got him out in chat, like, really giggling at him. He has no clue. I can't make it make sense, y'all. All I know is that there's proof. Right? And honestly, there's got to be a solution, because, like, and I'm trying to fucking adult through this. Like, despite everything. Despite all the fucking lies, man. And somehow, you, you ever watch anything from over there? Because the more you hear, the more you see, the more you're drawn in. I can't. And I know better. And in my head, right, I know that what I'm seeing is a guy who swears up and down to all of you he cares about this child. But he sits on panels where he knows what they've done to his son and how they made him look. But not why, really, because he's not being told the truth either. And he's being manipulated, handled in the background, even the whole year. He still is, he can't see. He's blind. But he'll use them just like they'll use him. And, you know, I've come to the conclusion, especially as this week has taken, I mean, it always is. But it's probably the only person on the planet that could do that. Like, I can watch that sit on a panel with people and it knows have harmed its children, and that it's helped in the background for a year. I know this, right? He knows that, but he sits there while they make fun of his daughter's name. And he knows that's what they're doing. He's heard them on their own, do the Chattanooga and all that. That's not protecting, that's making fun of. He knows what they've done to his son, but he doesn't know full on how. And he wouldn't care if he did.